in these streets.
Man, I'm just like you.
We getting locked by these caps.
Man, I'm just like you.
We fulfill the prophecies.
Man, I'm just like you.
You might be light, I might be dark.
But I'm just like you.
We kill each other over colors.
Man, I'm just like you.
I'm in these ghettos, in these slums.
Man, I'm just like you.
They call you nigga, call me spick.
And I'm just like you.
You was 1619, I was 1492. We getting shot in these streets.
Man, I'm just like you.
We getting locked by these caps.
Welcome to FCN Quick News of the Week. I am Officer Daniel, and in today's news we have
Rabbi from hell at center of gruesome cult murders.
Rabbi from Hell. All right, so scroll down. Let's read a little bit of the article. Let's read that first paragraph.
A Jerusalem judge says that Eleazar Berlin, one of Israel's most infamous cult leaders, who repeatedly slipped through the hands of law enforcement by fleeing the country and securing reduced jail sentences through plea deals.
So this is going into a cult leader, right? So we're going to read and we're going to learn about what are the attributes of a cult and its leader. Read on.
Has implicated himself in two gory unsolved murders dating back to 1986. Following the arrest in recent weeks of 7 of Berlin's followers, the defrocked rabbi, a convicted sex offender.
So these allegations that brought up on him, these were things that, witnesses came up and said these were the crimes that he committed, right? But previous to that, it says that he is a convicted sex offender, meaning he was found guilty of sexual offenses, right? Rabbi. Righteous rabbi, right? Read on.
A convicted sex offender was arrested on Monday at a prison in central Israel, where he is serving an 18-month sentence for fraud.
Wow. So he not only a sex offender, he deals falsely, unjust balances, right? Fraud. Read the third paragraph.
Israeli police claim that Berlin, 83, was involved in 2 notorious cold cases. The kidnapping and suspected murder of ultra-Orthodox Jewish teenager Nissim Shirit.
Damn. So he kidnaps as well. Fraud, sex offender, cult leader, and a kidnapper. Read on.
Who disappeared in 1986, days after filing a police complaint claiming to have been attacked by a gang of seminary students in the unsolved killing of 41-year-old Avi Adri in 1990.
Damn. Murder as well. So this, I know they might say that, oh, the righteous, you Israelites, you black Hebrew Israelites, you are cult, and those are your cult leaders. But God says in this time, he's going to make known who the evil is or the wicked. Watch this. Go to 2 Thessalonians. I want to read verse 2 and chapter 2, verse 3. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2. We're going to start off with verse 3.
1 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. For our exhortation was not of deceit, nor of uncleanness.
Oh, sorry. 2 Thessalonians.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
Come on.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
The day that shall not come is the second coming of Christ, when the kingdom is returned to the righteous. Christ said that day won't come until we fall away. We go into captivity. Read on.
And that man of sin be revealed.
And also the man of sin must be revealed. The wicked on the earth, God says we have to let everyone know who he is. Read.
The son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
He seems to be righteous. God says the wicked is going to present himself, O righteous art thou, above. It says what? Whom oppresseth and exalteth himself above everything that is God. Read.
Or that is worship, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God,
And he will show himself as God, as he's a godly man. Read.
showing himself that he is God.
Uh-huh.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things.
So God says that the wicked will present himself godly, right? But he's going to be revealed. That's what God said. Go to Sirach chapter 33. I want to read verse 10. Sirach chapter 33 and verse 10.
Sirach chapter 33 and verse 10. And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth.
Uh-huh.
In much knowledge the Lord hath divided them, and made their ways diverse. Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them hath he sanctified.
So this
And-
is going into the creation of man, starting with Adam, right? God says, in much knowledge the Lord have divided them and made their ways diverse, the creation of men, meaning he made them different, right? Read on.
Some of them hath he blessed and exalted,
Some of them as he blessed, exalted, made them, set them on high. Read.
and some of them hath he sanctified,
Uh-huh.
and set near himself.
Some of them has he brought near unto himself. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are the chosen people of God. You are the creation that he has created, precious in his sight, close to him. Read.
But some of them hath he cursed,
Uh-huh.
and brought low,
Come on.
and turned out of their places.
Read.
As the clay is in the potter's hand, to fashion it at his pleasure.
It says to fashion as his pleasure. Who's to say, oh, why God made them this way? He's the man to fashion the clay, right? Come on.
So man is in the hand of him that made him,
Uh-huh.
to render to them as liketh him best.
So man is the way that God pleases to way in the way that he makes them. That's what he's saying. Whatever the way he wants to make man, it's in his pleasure to do so. Who's to say otherwise? Watch this. Read verse 14.
Verse 14. Good is set against evil,
Uh-huh.
and life against death.
Come on.
So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly.
So God says good is set against evil. And he's gonna show you in these days who is the evil and who is the good. Isaiah 5 and 20. Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20.
Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil.
So God says, woe unto them that call good evil and evil good. So those people that are saying, oh, you Israelites out there, you're preaching on the street corners, you're preaching hate, you are in a cult. Every time you try to bring the truth to your family, you understand? What are we teaching? We're teaching about family. We're teaching about brotherhood. We're teaching about stopping oppression. Stop black on black violence. How is that evil? But God says, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. You call yourself a rabbi, a man of God, righteous, but yet all these cases come up where you're a cult leader, you're a murderer, you're a convicted sex felon. God says he's going to make that evident, that son of perdition is going to be revealed, right? Read it again.
Woe unto them that call evil good,
Uh-huh.
and good evil.
Come on.
That put darkness for light,
Uh-huh.
and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter.
Read verse 21.
Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes, and prudent in their own sight.
God says, woe to them that are wise in your own eyes, to see all of these signs in these last days, and then side with that son of perdition, that man of sin, the synagogue of Satan. That's what a lot of our people do. Our people that are in the midst of the Christian church, that are in the Seventh-day Adventist, Baptists, all those denominations and the paganism that our people have learned from who? This son of perdition, right? Go to Revelation. I want to read Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. Because that's who our people listen to. Our people listen to this man and they have exalted him as if he is God and learned his ways and believe in it too. So when he pushes messages like, oh, you Israelites, you're a hate group, have us listed on SPC. That's what it's called, SPC? SPLC, right? As a national hate group. And all we teach is hate. All right. We'll see. God is going to reveal who's actually a hate group, who's actually a cult. Watch this. Read.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
God says he knows the lies of them who say they are Jews. Read.
And are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
You see what God said they are? The son of perdition. That's what that means. The synagogue of Satan, the man of sin. That's the time frame we are in. We're in the time frame where now you're going to see a lot of these cases pop up. Because they're not, I mean, they are the main wicked, and our people are in the midst of wickedness. So, yeah, you're going to see this happen in the Christian church. Cases like that are going to pop up. You're going to see this happen in a Episcopalian church, Seventh-day Adventists, all the places where our people are and the heathen, right? But where does this teaching come from? They learn it from their cemetery schools. That's where they get this stuff from, and they believe in it and follow it so earnestly, not knowing that that synagogue is the synagogue of Satan. Go to 2 Corinthians 11. 2 Corinthians chapter 11. I want to read verse 13.
2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 13. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ.
So Christ said in these days that we in, it's going to say, he says there will be false prophets, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into apostles of Christ, calling themselves righteous, calling themselves Rabbi, right? Read.
And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
He says, don't marvel at it. Don't be surprised, because even Satan himself transformed himself into an angel of light, saying that I'm Christian, I'm Jewish. That's what they do. They came over here and they slaughtered Native American Indians under the banner of Christianity. Slaughtered black African Americans under the Christianity, under the banner of Christianity. They did that. They hung people on crosses and burnt them alive, crucified them, just like during the time of Rome when they crucified Christ. It was the same people, these same people, the synagogue of Satan. They done these things, right? Read on.
Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness.
God says it says, therefore, it is no great thing. It's no surprise. It's no surprise if his ministers even transform themselves into ministers of righteousness, acting righteous. Go to Joshua chapter 24, verse 14. Joshua 24, verse 15.
And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorite, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
See, God says, make up in your mind who you're going to serve. The evidence is there. He's making it plain. The son of perdition is being revealed. So you have to choose if you are going to serve the Lord.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.